piece of music. Baby, I love you. What I want, it isn't love. What I want, Yes. Yes. Yes.
Back, and this is where he's at his most dangerous. Open season, yeah. And Mohamed Grant cutting in from the twin highlight. Lovely goal, and Salah Welcome to Malaysia. A simple finish. What a stunner. Plenty of time for yet more drama.
The jewel in the crown for Asian football. In Bangkok, and it is the venue for the second leg of the semi-final of the ASEAN Championship Hyundai Cup. Thailand with a 3-1 lead versus Singapore after the first leg that took place at Jalan Besar in Singapore just a few days ago. It It's the 16th version of the Jewel in the Crown of ASEAN football, and the 30th year that we've been celebrating this competition. Thailand, the most winning nation of all, with 7. Well, they've got one big foot in the final once again. Weather, as you can see, 29 degrees, 74% humidity. We had some torrential rain up until about 6:30 today. That will have greened out the surface that you can see at this Havana Stadium, which once upon a time held 75,000 people, but they put seats in since then. The official capacity is now 51,000. A couple of Singaporeans, hardy souls, have made the journey up to Bangkok. Believe Singapore, mission impossible, but it is a very, very difficult mission. Singapore have lost the last 8 matches between these two nations. Haven't won here at the Rajamangala Stadium since 2009, when an Alexander Djuric header won them an Asian Cup qualifying match by 2-1. We'll join you just before kick-off when the teams come out, but before then, let's just enjoy some of the atmosphere as the crowd make their way into the stadium. They've avoided the wet, so there's a lot of traffic outside, so it will fill up as the match goes through. But Thailand, a young team with plenty of change, as we understand, for Anthony Hudson, will be hopeful that they can make it through to another final and avenge the last tournament defeat against Vietnam. Vietnam in action tomorrow against Malaysia. That game taking place in Hanoi. They also have a 2-goal advantage to take into the second leg. But Thailand looking confident, have got a good squad, have played well, unbeaten. In fact, they've won every single one of their matches in the league and the first leg, so should be confident. As I say, we'll join you just before kick-off. Let's enjoy some of the on-pitch scenes and some of the backroom scenes, as well as getting the thoughts of the respective coaches, Gavin Lee of Singapore and Anthony Hudson of Thailand. We'll join you just around about 10 minutes before kick-off. That's in about 13 minutes' time. But let's get ready as Anthony Hudson sits down to make his final notes for the ASEAN Hyundai Cup semi-final, second leg, Thailand versus Singapore.
Hargate. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us today.
The train now standing at platform 2 is the 1343 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central via Berrily. Calling at Morganstown, Berrily, Ellesmere Junction, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East and Stepford Central. This train is formed of 2 coaches. Platform 1 for the 1343 Stepford Connect service to Leighton City. Calling at Walton Newton, Rocket Parade, Leighton Stepford Road and Leighton City. This train is formed of 4 coaches. Your attention please. The 1343 Stepford Connect service to Leighton City has been cancelled. This is due to a member of the train crew being unavailable. Your attention please. The 1351 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Victoria has been cancelled.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central. We will be calling at Morganstown, Berrily, Ellesmere Junction, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East and Stepford Central. The next station is Morganstown. We will shortly be arriving at Morganstown. Change here for services to Benton. Please mind the gap between the train and the
via
platform.
Berrily. Calling at Berrily, Ellesmere Junction, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East and Stepford Central. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
This is Morganstown. This train is for Stepford Central. The next station is Berrily.
I think, look, I trust that over the last couple of days the message has been pretty clear. The group's been amazing in terms of, you know, taking information on and, you know, trying to put into practice what we want to do. So I have no doubts about that. It's going to be a complicated game, but I think we're ready. Well, I think it's a semi-final football. It's like, you know, whether it was 3-0, 3-1, it's always complicated because if you're 3-0 and they get an early goal, we just got over 2 legs. We just got to get the job done. That's what it's all about.
Welcome on board.
I have confidence in the group. I have confidence in how we're approaching the game, and yeah, we're looking forward to the game.
Berrily.
Well, to be fair, because we had the 5 yellow cards, we've over the course of it, we've been able to make a lot of changes, and it's what it's done. It's given me confidence in the wider group. So we've made a few changes tonight, but the changes we've made, I don't see any drop in quality, and we want a bigger performance tonight. So that's what we're looking for. Well, to be fair, because we had the 5 yellow cards, we've over the course of it, we've been able to make a lot of changes, and it's what it's done. It's given me confidence in the wider group. So we've made a few changes tonight, but the changes we've made, I don't see any drop in quality, and we want a bigger performance tonight. So that's what we're looking for.
We will shortly be arriving at Berrily. Change here for services to Stepford Airport Central, Greenslade, and Whitney Green. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is Berrily. This train is for Stepford Central. The next station is Ellesmere Junction.
It's going to be difficult, yes, but it's not going to be impossible. So as long as we put our head in the right place, keep trying, you never know in football. I mean, in general, our intentions don't change, but how we want to accomplish it, there will be some tweaks, because we learned a little bit from the first game how Thailand set up against us, and so hopefully those
Welcome on
solutions
board this
will
Stepford
work out
Connect
tonight.
service to
It's a difficult one. I mean, they've got the
Central.
advantage, they're playing at home, so they can go both ways. They can soak it up, hit us on the break, or
We will
because it's a home
shortly
game,
be
they can come
arriving
up and attack us.
at
So
Ellesmere Junction.
ultimately, it's us and
Please
how
mind
we
the gap
adapt to it and
between the
react to it,
train
and
and
it's
the
on us again
platform.
tonight.
This train is formed of 2 coaches. The train now approaching platform 3 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge.
This is Ellesmere Junction. This train is for Stepford Central. The next station is St Helens Bridge.
Platform 1 for the 13:49 Stepford
Will not
Connect
open at this
service
station.
to Leighton
Please come on board
Buzzard.
this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central. The next station is St Helens Bridge. Please stand back from the platform edge. We will shortly be arriving at St Helens Bridge. Change here for services to Alton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Platform 5. Platform 5 for the 13:51 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central. Calling at Stepford East and Stepford Central. This train is formed of 2 coaches. The train now standing at platform 4
St Helens
is the
Bridge.
13:52
This train is for
Stepford Connect
Stepford
service
Central.
to Airport
The
Terminal
next
2.
station is
Calling
Stepford
at
East.
Bowden, Coxley, Benton Bridge, Stepford Airport Parkway, Stepford Airport Central, and Airport Terminal 2. This train is formed of 5 coaches.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central. The next station is Stepford East.
Will be
We will shortly be arriving at Stepford East. Change here for services to Stepford UFC and Whitefield. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Platform 3 for the 13:53 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Central. Calling at Stepford Central only. This train is formed
This
of
is
2 coaches.
Stepford East. This train is for Stepford Central. The next station is Stepford Central.
Platform 5 for the 13:53 Airlink service to Airport Terminal 2 via Stepford Airport Central and Airport Terminal 1. Calling at Ellesmere Junction,
these guys are new.
Morganstown, Stepford
6
Airport
cars. Okay,
Central.
Welcome on board
I'm
this
finding
Stepford Connect
lots of
service
white
to
lines.
Stepford
Like
Central.
very white lines.
The next station is Stepford Central.
So I keep that.
We will shortly be arriving at Stepford Central. Change here for services to Beachley, Stepford Bay, Stepford Victoria and Willowfield. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change please.
Don't wanna eat the damn buffers, man. Oh. Okay, I can't see you.
Stepford Central. This train terminates here. All change please. Thank you for travelling with us
Train
today.
now approaching Platform 2 terminates here. The 13:56 service from Lynn by the Sea is delayed by approximately 6 minutes. We are sorry that your journey will take longer than planned.
Who's arriving?
Platform C for the
Street
13:56 metro service to Whitney Green via Ellesmere Junction. Calling at Four Ways, Stepford East, High Street, St Helens Bridge, New Harrow, Ellesmere Pond, Ellesmere Junction, Berrily, Denton Road, Greenslade, Robinson Way, and Whitney Green. This train is formed of 6 coaches. The train now standing at platform 9 is the 13:56 Stepford Connect service to Whitefield.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect
Stepford
service
East,
to
Stepford
Whitefield.
UFC.
We will be calling at Stepford East, Stepford UFC, Woodhead Lane, Horton Rake and Whitefield. The next station is Stepford East. We will shortly be arriving at Stepford East. Change here for services to Bolton, Berrily, Morganstown
Woodhead Lane,
and Whitney
Horton
Green.
Rake and
Please
Whitefield.
mind the gap between the
This
train
is
and the
formed
platform.
of 2 coaches.
This is Stepford East. This train is for Whitefield. The next station is Stepford UFC.
No, yeah. We know the band Aerosmith on dance something like from the 70s. Yeah, right. You know, from taking off the Armageddon movie. It's big, This is big, the biggest time. Then came 82. Usually will be expensive until like this.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Whitefield. The next station is Stepford UFC.
Stepford Victoria. The next.
Platform 1 does not stop here. Please stand back.
We will shortly be arriving at Stepford UFC. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Calling at Woodhead Lane, Horton Rake and Whitefield. This train is formed of 2 coaches. Platform 4 for the 1400 Metro service to Stepford Victoria. Calling at Whitefield Lido,
Was you not?
High Street, Stepford East,
Stepford
Four
UFC.
Ways, Stepford
This
Central,
train is for
City Hospital, Financial Quarter, and Stepford Victoria.
This station
This
is
train is formed
Stepford
of 6
UFC.
coaches.
This train is for Stepford Victoria. The next station will be one.
Over the top sale? Because we've got even more star buys for you this week. Discounts on the latest everyday tech. Score massive deals on kitchen and home appliances. And save more
The train
on
now
furniture.
approaching Platform 1
off
terminates
sale
here.
items
This
and
train
stands
is the
with
service from
100,000 home
Stepford
points
Victoria.
every week. Get so much more at the Courts Over the Top sale. Hurry now till 30th August. Only at Courts
It's a-
stores
it's
or
the
online.
ASEAN Championship Hyundai Cup
Welcome on
semi-final,
board this
second leg,
Stepford Connect
Rajamangala
service
Stadium
to
in
Whitefield.
Bangkok.
The next
Blue
station
leading by
is
3
Woodhead
goals to
Lane.
1. Now will they try to really establish themselves at the start of this game? Little flick on from Goran Frankie there. You saw the ball didn't bounce properly. There was torrential rain up until about 6:30 tonight, and the surface water's still there, Rosh.
Yeah, it is. I thought it might have drained by now, but there still is some surface water. You can see some of these players, the steps that they're taking when they go up for these challenges. So it's something for the players to be aware of as well. And it can have an impact in the tempo of the play
arriving.
Judging the flight off the ball, bouncing off the surface and skimming off the surface.
Kampon's had an excellent campaign in goal for Thailand. Although they've won all their games, he's made important saves against Malaysia in the groups here. A couple of big saves towards the end, and of course the penalty save in the first leg from Zhao Lamwa. Jacob Mahler is there, here Haris Harun on the two centre-backs. Stefan Fandi drops to the bench. Harris swings it out wide. Ryan Stewart gets the start out right back. Thailand allowing Singapore to have the ball there, come into our half though, and we'll try to make things a little bit more difficult. More surface water. Ball down the line, and Harris Stewart will chase. He just holds up on the greasy surface. A couple of times we've seen that.
And it's going to require a bit of reading from the players in those situations. As I said, could get tricky, but already we're seeing from Thailand in terms of their defensive approach, it's that 4-2-4. They're sitting in their own half, not pressing Harris and Jacob Mahler. They want to try and congest those midfield areas, and we saw Singapore really struggle to find a way through in that first leg. Even though they had lots of possession, they couldn't really create good quality opportunities and threaten Thailand. So they're going with the same sort of setup. And interesting here again with Patrick Gustafsson and Firasat playing off the flanks. So it's Seksan who just steps up to try and close down Shah Shahiran. They try and limit those passes into those central areas.
It's going to require a line.
Teacher, Port. Warachit, who had a little bit of experience. It's been a mainly young Thailand team in this competition, but Warachit comes in. They call him Jimmy, the 28-year-old, plays for Port. Lovely passer of the ball.
Yeah, he certainly is. Warachit Kanitsibumpen. And it gives them a lot of technical quality in those midfield areas as well. Yeah, we see Thailand quite happy to play without the ball, but when they have it, very difficult to dispossess.
Arumardin, well, that's about found its way through to Seksan. Looks for pace of Patrick Gustafsson. Gustafsson's got power to get past Adam and Patrick Gustafsson. Haris Harun wobbles and goes down. Referee is concerned about Harris. He took that one flush on the forehead.
He certainly did, getting himself in a good position to make that block. Haris Harun, the strength of Gustafsson up against Noor Adam on this side. Saw Gustafsson come on in the second half of that first leg. He was playing off the left.
Morganstown Docks,
Created
Port
that goal, that
Benton,
opportunity.
Benton, West Benton, Faraday Road, Eden Quay, Newry, and Newry Harbour. This train is formed of two coaches.
This train is for Newry Harbour. The next station is Morganstown Docks.
Looks to Tirasak. Scored of a couple of early goals. And Sadat Yuyan. Left footer. Sadat. Cap number 94 for the BG Pattern United midfielder.
Yeah, it looks like he's still feeling it a bit, Haris Harun. As Gavin Lee watches on, he's always talking about controlling what they can. Let's see how much of that control they're going to be able to.
Patrick Gustafsson, one of those who
Welcome on
has
board
come on
this
and done a job.
waterline service to Newry Harbour. Calling at Morganstown Docks, Port Benton, Benton, West Benton, Faraday Road, Eden Quay, Newry, and Newry Harbour. The next station is Morganstown Docks.
Yotoko not as quick as Gustafsson, so he has that going for him, Noor Adam. Very different profile in Gustafsson now.
Change here for services to Greenslade. Newry Harbour owns the gap between the
Calling
train
at
and the platform.
Port Benton, Benton, West Benton, Faraday Road, Eden Quay, Newry, and Newry Harbour. This train is formed of two coaches.
This is Morganstown Docks. This train is for Newry Harbour. The next station is Port
Ilhan
Benton.
Fandi was able to get that special goal to give them some hope coming into this one.
There was Ilhan. Didn't start in the first leg. What a tournament he's had though, Ilhan Fandi.
certainly has had an excellent tournament.
We will shortly be arriving at Port Benton.
in the group stages.
Please mind the gap between the
That's
train
been a
and the
catalogue of great
platform.
goals for Ilhan at this tournament, to be fair. Against Thailand as well, that one from outside the box, in off the post.
Comparative tapping.
Welcome on board this
Funny
waterline
family, what a
service
contribution, by the
to
way.
Newry
Yes, we'll
Harbour.
have a look at someone who knows all about scoring goals. Ego.
Waterline, service to
Former
Newry
coach,
Harbour.
legendary player.
Calling at Benton, West Benton, Faraday Road,
That for
Eden Quay,
attack.
Newry, and Newry Harbour.
Jacob Marler.
This train
Centre
is
midfield
formed
in the
of
first
two
leg.
This
coaches.
is Port Benton.
Drops the centre back
This
alongside
train is
Harris.
for Newry Harbour.
Lion City Sailors players.
The next
all
station
over the
is
pitch for
Benton.
Singapore. 8 of the starting 11 are now registered with Lion City Sailors. Stassen eased off the ball by Marler, who has a little bit of physicality about him.
Yeah, that's a bit more of a closer matchup. The physicality stakes. There's a push off the ball here on Shah Shahiran by Warajit.
Referee Kim Woo-sung, 38-year-old.
Welcome on board this waterline service to Newry Harbour.
2026.
The next
First
station
night
is Benton.
his hands in his pockets if we possibly can.
We will shortly be arriving at Benton.
United before.
Change here for services to Stepford Airport Central, Connolly, Esterfield, Farming, Leighton City, St Helens Bridge,
West
Stepford
Benton,
Victoria,
Faraday Road,
Airport
Eden
Central.
Quay, Newry,
Please
and
mind the gap
Newry
between
Harbour.
the train and the
This
platform.
train is formed of two coaches.
Resplendent in pink.
This is Benton. This train is for Newry Harbour. The next station is West Benton.
Welcome aboard the Stepford Express service to Lynn by the Sea. The next station will be...
It's been a heck of a pre-season
Leighton
preparation for
Stepford
these players. Busy all time. ASEAN Club Championship. AFC games coming up thick and fast.
Welcome on board this waterline service to Newry Harbour. Calling at West Benton, Faraday Road, Eden Quay, Newry, and Newry Harbour. The next station is West Benton.
On the ball near the Thailand
We will
penalty area, could be a
shortly
real
be
danger.
arriving at
Here's
West
Harris.
Benton. Please
Running off the
mind the
ball,
gap
looking
between the
towards
train and the platform.
Stretch from Ucha.
Platform
Lovely
2
little dummy.
for the
Harris reads that one
4011
well.
Waterline service to
Lovely football by
Newry
John.
Harbour. Calling at
That flip
Faraday
flap away
Road,
from his defender.
Eden Quay, Newry,
Hurried the
and
pass,
Newry Harbour.
unfortunately for him.
This train is formed of two
Not Adam.
coaches. This is West Benton. This train is for Newry Harbour. The next station is Faraday Road.
Both of the forwards dropping into either side of the midfield. It's very much Anthony Hudson saying to Singapore, come and beat us this opening 10 minutes.
Seeing a lot of movement from Ilhan already in the early stages of this one. He's not quite been able to receive just yet. So when he drops off, they look for runners in behind. Harris Stewart as well, looking to try and drop in and then spin around.
Gustafsson has pace. What an important left foot that was from Harris.
Welcome on board this waterline service to
Zone challenge.
Newry Harbour. The next station
Short
is
in these
Faraday
conditions
Road.
and comfortably back with Haru Bard in the fullback chasing.
We will shortly be arriving at Faraday
Into the back
Road.
of Ilhan.
Please mind the gap between the train and the
Adam.
platform.
So we are.
Newry Harbour.
Cross comes in, looks
Calling
for
at
Panzer is there.
Eden Quay, Newry
loses out to
and
Modicic.
Newry Harbour.
Sexan, lovely little touch.
This train is
Tirasak
full
looks
of
out
2
wide to Patrick
coaches.
Gustafsson, helped by the surface water. Gustafsson's got
This is
one in the
Faraday
middle.
Road.
Sexan.
This
Will
train
have to
is
settle
for
for the
Newry
corner.
Harbour.
Conditions working in his
The
favour.
next station is
Certainly,
Eden
Weber, it
Quay.
was a really good idea from Tirasak with that pass out wide. That's exactly what they're looking for, Thailand. Space on the break, and they've got the speed to do some damage. Overhit the pass, but he was helped out by a puddle, which they will take. And Gustafsson just unable to find that early ball through. Sexan was looking for it. Made that run inside. But this is how the game is going to go. This is exactly the kind of formula we're going to see this evening. Thailand sit
Welcome
and
on
move
board
to
this
strike on the break.
waterline service
Interesting setup from the
to
set
Newry
piece, where
Harbour.
Beer's position around the
The
far
next
end
station is
of the penalty
Eden
area.
Quay.
Panzer, an aerial threat. Sarat Yuyan has that out. It's Noor Adam, who's not the tallest, who gets the header in. Competent player, Adam Abdullah.
We will shortly be arriving at Eden Quay. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Calling at Newry and Newry Harbour. This train is full of 2 coaches.
Like he was barged off the
This
ball.
train is full at
Letting
the
the game
field.
flow.
The next station is Faraday Road.
Monchai.
This is Eden Quay. This train is for
Hands are
Newry
tight on the back of
Harbour.
Ilan, but that breaks the
The
Zulkifli.
next station
Sarat
is
is there,
Newry.
just covering, mopping up. And again, Sarat Yuyan illegally that time. That's exactly what the number 6 does.
Yeah, a bit too aggressive on that occasion. But just stepping in to break up the play. That is a foul. Flips the left ankle of Farhan Zulkifli, who's a very exciting young player. Can get him on the ball, a chance to run at that opposition defence. He could create. Good to see him getting
Welcome on
the
board
start
this
this evening.
waterline service to Newry Harbour.
Noor Adam.
The next station is
Down
Newry.
the line into Song Ryong. On the kick for Singapore, and he found a little channel of space there, did Song.
Well, it's essentially the way Singapore are set up. It's Noor Adam's left side. He's going to be providing the width, and then they'll look for those runs into those channels. On this occasion, it was Song Ryong. We saw a run earlier from Nakamura as well into that space.
We will shortly be arriving
Welcome
at
addition to
Newry.
the starting lineup for Singapore this
Please
evening with
mind
his
the
pace,
gap
with his
between the
running power,
train and the
with their
platform.
goal-scoring ability as well.
Nakamura's corner.
Calling
And
out
he bearded just enough to hold off Ryan Stewart.
only. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
Takes to Kyoga Nakamura once again, fizzes a ball into the edge of the penalty area, and it's blocked by Narubardin. Stewart getting the shot away, sorry, Marler getting the shot away. And the coverage is very, very important for Adam, but Thailand on the break. As you mentioned,
This
Warwick
is
finds Beecher
Newry.
onto Manibir.
This train is for Newry Harbour. The next station is Newry Harbour.
I think Hudson will be happier in these instances where Thailand are able to just slow it down.
The
and
train
hold the
now
possession.
approaching
Something he was
platform
looking
1
for,
terminates
an
here.
improvement on from the performance in that first leg. Said they had to do a little bit better with the possession.
They only had 28%, wasn't it? Which is very un-Thailand-like. Kampong. Ratchaburi keeper knocks that long, and Gustafsson can only knock that out for a throw-in for Singapore.
Well, you mentioned the 28%. It is something I've noticed from Thailand at this ASEAN Hyundai Cup 2026. They're a lot more comfortable. They're asked to do something else. They don't need to have the ball.
Welcome
Very
on board
disciplined
this
defensively.
waterline service
And
to
it's fascinating to
Newry
hear as well
Harbour.
a question that was put to Hudson in the pre-match press conference from a reporter from Thailand, saying that their fans on
We
social
will
media haven't been too
shortly
happy
be
with the style.
arriving
And he
at
says that's
Newry
not really his
Harbour.
concern. He's winning matches.
Please
I
mind
think
the
quite
gap
right from a
between
coach's
the train
perspective. It's
and
about
the
results at the end
platform.
of the day.
This train terminates here. All change, please.
Stewart for Nakamura. Sarat, such a calming presence. Flick through. Harris is playing on the right side of the back two. Yuka Nakamura, they'll want him on the ball because he can't see it past Nakamura. All over the top, Ilan. Lovely idea to knock it back to Song Woo-young. Song held on the edge of the penalty area.
This is Newry Harbour. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for
Nakamura.
travelling with us today.
Little dink over the top, very central. Yuka Nakamura can pick the pass.
Yeah, he certainly can. He's got good technical quality, Nakamura. Now Singapore trying to play at a quicker tempo early on, looking for those chances. Try and cause a bit of concern in that defence for Thailand.
If Singapore were to score first, it'd set this tie up perfectly. Wadajit, they call him Jimmy. Out wide to Wanchai. They call him Wanchai. Chao-Chon to Wanchai.
We were having this discussion about nicknames. They've got some great nicknames. Kakana Kamyok is also known as C4.
Song just tried to curl it into Ilan.
Not a bad idea at all. Nice Song Young. But look at this, that's the threat.
Gustafsson, this one's got to get there. Well, he didn't get there. Did he get the man? Referee just having a word with Patrick Gustafsson.
Nice sprint there from Gustafsson. Is one a bit of hesitation. He just, I think, about does enough to throw off Gustafsson. There's no contact. It is a dive from Gustafsson. And a very late one as well.
From Mabud, 81st cap. The man moved to the Young Lions just to give him a lot more practice, and gosh, that certainly happened. Sada Nguyen is talking to referee Kim Woo-Sung, saying there was a touch, and in 2026 that's a foul. And actually VAR are just having a little word, I feel, in the referee's ear.
I would imagine it's just to say, hang on, probably take a closer look at this, because on the evidence of that replay, I didn't think there was any real contact on Gustafsson, and you can see how late he went down as well. He took a couple of steps to see if he could actually get on the ball, decided it was going out, and then he went down. But VAR has to take a look at this.
This one started late.
I mean, of course, Thailand are going to ask the question. Of course, they're going to put pressure on the official.
Malaysia versus Vietnam match the other day. Nakamura, careful. Big Marla. Shahiram. Lovely will of the wrist player. Nakamura. Take over. Zulkifli. Excellent track back by Peter. Push them into the advertising hoardings, and it's not something you want to hit at pace. Chahoutra may well have slipped as well on the running track.
Well, Horace Stewart is there to make those runs in the half spaces. There was a push in the back of Picha Ultra. Really well defended by Picha. Oh, he's got stepped on. I think it's accidental. Follow through here from Horace Stewart on that left ankle. Painful one for Picha Ultra.
Stewart boys, Harris and Ryan. Taking down that right hand side. Both got physicality. Put the blade in Thailand. Panther for this year, found themselves vulnerable and have come back to the safety of Lion City Sailors. It's Nakamura. To Nur Abdullah, another of the Lion City boys. Sharp. As you said, by the fullback, Adam. That's an awkward one. Beard does well, kept his eye on the ball. What a chit. To the sack, caught by Harris. Harris will pick up, I assume, the yellow card there for Harris. Yellow card being flashed at the moment. He's got it right.
Interesting one. The question is being asked here by Warwickshire as well to say, well, he was beaten pretty comfortably through the legs and there was space to run in behind. Marlow was there on the cover. On another occasion, perhaps, you get a referee picking up the yellow card out of his pocket, showing it to the Singapore captain, and he's frustrated with the defending in front of him there because he feels like he was left exposed. But Thailand, again, with the quality in the transition, 1 and 2 touch football, and it goes at pace into the right area.
One shot at the Groon. Ilan beaten in the air by Panther. Booram United. Champions, the perennial side champions. Stride forward, near Saraguya. To Manny Bear. The number 1 goalkeeper for Thailand. Two in the penalty area. Yoga Nakamura, edge of the penalty area. It's Nakamura. Blue shirts just coalesced. Nur Adam. It's for Stewart. First half, still goalless. Modric. By Tilasak and spread out wide to one side. Well, pace, feature.
Because he didn't see anything going on in front of him.
Oh, Gavin.
Just yet, but it's been a decent start so far. And it's the sort of game he would have expected. He would have expected Thailand to be wanting to sit, which is exactly what they're doing. As we have a look at Warranchit, 9 passes, 100% accuracy. That's how reliable he's been with the ball so far.
In Sadat rarely give the ball away. Chris Rottenreich, former midfield player, the Asian Champions League. The analysis. Long ball over the top, Harris. Correct, is on Mahmoud.
600 gone down as well.
There he is. Well, that's not a player they want to go down. Sexam has been terrific. One loan at Rayon last year, but belongs to Booram United.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that challenge from Jacob Mahler. It's just that studs of Marder. He's being asked to go off as well by the referee. I'm not sure if he's asked for treatment, but he's being asked to go off. And he's not go off. He's going to have to stay on for a minute.
Regulations to prevent play acting. And anyways, I suspect that's what Kim Woo-sung is saying. Thailand would like to slow the game down, in his opinion. Sexam wasn't legitimately injured. Shy. His first touch let him down, but to be fair, he was flying in the air. Forward play from Ilhan Pandey.
That's the kind of thing he needs to be doing in those moments where there isn't space to play through. Drop shot, hold off the centre back, see if you can try and play someone else in or win a free kick. That's good centre forward play by Ilhan.
These conditions. With the ball, bouncing in front of the goalkeeper. Anything can happen.
Get to that second ball as well. They're standing on the edge of the area for Singapore. 5 of them now.
Explosion imminent. Evacuate the facility immediately.
Expect there will be 4 in the wall.
From Haris Haru, he cut it out. That's high as well. Up onto the shin. I'm surprised he's not been booked for that one. So we have a look at the earlier free kick going through the wall. And thankfully for Thailand's sake, Bangkok was alert to it. It's very disappointing. The ball breaks apart. It's the easiest thing to do. To stand there and hit the ball. Closing the space, there's no room for Nakamura to get on the ball. That's who they want on the ball. Forcing the overhit pass to Nur Adam. Well, the thing is, if it goes out in these areas, Singapore, yes, they've turned it over, but they still have some territory. Try and shift across and win it back if they can. Muscular challenge on Patrick Gustafsson. He's had injury problems this year. He'll be glad to be back. There to have Swedish born, but Harry Bardin with the throw-in, long down the line. Richards and Harris close together.
rhythm. Nakamura. Son Young stretches. It's not over, so stretch didn't quite come off. Singaporean makes around, a blue shirt goes with him. Well organised defensively from Thailand. The ball for Stabson, looks to Warachit. Seksan, well, he's been allowed to go, he's a mile offside. Seksan will finish when the flag goes up.
大家講晒耶。
VAR will check.
He's played his part by providing the finish, so it has to go to the VAR, but he looked like he was offside. And well done to the Singapore defence for holding their nerve, keeping their line. That's a really good step up by Haris Harun. Very well played, really well timed. And the pass just needed to go a little bit earlier because there was space to push it into.
Seksan, such a lovely runner as well. If the timing is right, he'll be away from you before you know it. In the meantime, Yoga Nakamura to Nahada. Cecil Kifley's bursting to have a go at one side, but there's a Pichai is there to just double team. Right then, Ryan goes around the outside for once. Here's Harris Stewart. Look over the top. Slip over from Kampong. Terrific header at the back stick by Ilan Fandi.
We're seeing lots of crosses from Singapore, obviously part of the game plan. Try and play it into the area. Ilhan peeling away on that far side. Very difficult angle to find a finish from, but he does well to direct that towards goal. And it's right down the middle, and Kampong just has to touch it over. And perhaps the best opportunity for Singapore so far.
Still a decent save as the corner is taken short. Comes to Song Wei Young. Song's cross. Open to the back post. Panza does wonderfully well. And right behind him, it's going to be a goal kick. Tirasak does some good work.
That was strong play. Tirasak showing Raihan who's boss with that shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Tirasak being strong as well.
Control of this semi-final, but they are just sitting back, and once again Singapore have got the bulk of the possession, approaching 65% of the ball in this opening 35 minutes. Chautra knocks it out for a throw-in. Decent ball over the top. Ilan's cross, Harris Stewart's cross, looking for Zulkifli coming in.
That's Farhan making that run from the far side.
For the disruption to your journey today.
Late into the area. Harris Stewart unable to find any of his teammates though as he winds up for this long throw.
Intercity service to Penpal. Bowling out. Lita.
Greasy ball.
Ridma. Saint Seven.
This is Abbey Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. This is an intercity service to Penkan.
On the ball as well for these long throw-ins.
And noticeably there was no towel provided by anybody. Marla. High from there, Adam. Referee plays on to Tirasak. Comes out wide to Picha. Picha dainty. Gustafsson, Seksan in the middle. One side that is. Again holding on to possession. Goalkeeper Kampong asking for the ball. He's midway in his half. Picha Outra. They just keep possession once again. Manik Beer. no-nonsense central defender. Dink over the top. That one is Gustafsson. Mahler close by to him. Sengsan and Gustafsson not on the same wavelength.
So Thailand aren't playing well at all. I don't think in these areas they've been sharp enough with their possession.
Mahler has to be careful. This one. He's very good with the ball at his feet, is one Mahmoud. Two-footed as well. Wadachit. Great run comes in. Posted over the top. Lovely run coming in. I think that's Wonchai. Oh no, it's Tilasak. Of course it's Tilasak. He has this ability to ghost in.
Very powerful player, Tirasak, and you see it with that leap as well in between two Singapore defenders.
Here's the save earlier on.
Yeah, with Kampon touching it over. I mean, you expect the goalkeeper at this level to be able to deal with that, and that's exactly what it is. Right down the middle. It's a tough one for Ilhan as well, again, from that angle, and he has to really stretch to try and hit that towards goal, which means he can't get up above the ball to hit it back down.
Recover the delay.
Welcome on board this intercity service to Penn, calling at Leeton, Millbridge, Rimmouth, St. Seven and Pencarn.
Passes have gone astray recently.
The next station is Leeton.
It was a big problem for Singapore in that first leg as well. Lots of stray passes, lots of turnovers.
Muscular, Mahler going back towards his own goal. Here's Harris, who's controlling that back line. His experience not the quickest, and so you run one-on-one against Harris. He can be caught out, but he's got the experience just to step back when he needs. Here's Jacob Mahler.
Goal regulated by the signal system.
Sharp. Gustafsson. Tuck back on the shoulder.
Oh, shoot.
Well, that's good from both those players, from Sengsan as well, to keep it under control, under that pressure. And it's good from Mahler as well. He had to step forward. They try and counter press to try and prevent a quick transition from Thailand. That's going to be important for Singapore. Side, whenever you have a lot of possession, the opposition is always going to be looking to try and play on the break, so you need to make sure your counter press, your rest defense is spot on. And if you can't win it, you foul him there, get yourself back into a position where your team can set the defensive shape.
God. Surface water is still there. The rain stopped 2.5 hours ago. He does like a battle there, Adam, doesn't he? It is no stranger to causing a problem or two.
A bit of frustration there for Singapore. Warachit, who knows exactly what he's doing. He did that earlier as well. Trying to just irritate the opposition.
Successfully.
Yeah.
Asian Hyundai Cup semi-final, second leg. Thailand 0, Singapore 0. Thailand were nearly 5,000 days in Singapore. Last beat Thailand. Singapore need to win back last.
The train now standing at platform 1 is the 1444 Intercity service to Avonhill, calling at St. Selling.
Welcome on board this intercity service to Avonhill.
Millbridge, Leeton, Belmont.
Calling at St. Selin, Liscarron, Brynmouth, Millbridge, Leeton, Belmont Green, and Avonhill. Welcome on board this intercity service to Avonhill, calling at St. Selin, Liscarron, Brynmouth, Millbridge, Leeton, Belmont Green, and Avonhill. The next station is St. Selin.
With AI at work. Learn practical AI skills from certified trainers. Choose from 6 AI course tracks designed for key workplace functions, including sales and marketing, operations, and business intelligence. Whether you're upgrading your skills, switching careers, or upskilling your team, with up to 90% Skills Future funding for eligible learners, there's never been a better time to upskill. ASK Training, people first, learning always. Enquire today at asktraining.com.sg.
Game on right before the break, and again it's on that transition, a quick ball through. Noor Adam, by the way, almost lost it. She said was almost embarrassed, but incredibly lost. Wonderful tenacity to win it back off Siksan. Great strength, and he stopped it here. Noor Adam plays it inside, and then the pass through. Harris Stewart, right place, right time, but there's so much work to do there, and he puts it away beautifully. That's a great goal by Harris Stewart to give Singapore hope of a comeback. They've got the one, they need another. Lovely finish.
Plays its football in Thailand for Chiang Rai United. Its second international goal. And now concerns for Anthony Hudson and Thailand. Woohoo! On aggregate to Thailand. Harris Stewart.
Lim are talking to. It's a big team talk for Thailand at half-time now because they need a huge improvement in that second half. They've not been good enough in possession. They've set back, they've invited the pressure. But it hasn't quite worked because, yes, they've conceded that goal. And now they're going to be under pressure in that second half. Singapore playing with a bit more freedom.
This is Victoria Docks. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Change here for trains to Side on Sea. This is an intercity service to Penkan.
Hansul Kifli. Another darting run by the diminutive winger. Song Young works hard, so Shah Sharihan, sorry. Free kick. Chauta just does enough under pressure from Shah, who's thankfully for Singapore recovered from that knock he received earlier. We're into 4 minutes of time added on at the end of this first half. Harris's header. Milan will chase into the corner. It's an awkward one for a defender. Milan harries and hustles and makes life tough for Panzer Hendriksen.
Well, he's got the joy on that side. When he's gone over to Panzer, that's where he's found the most joy.
Welcome on board this intercity service to Penkan, calling at Abbey Road, Leeton, Mill Bridge, Grinmouth, Liscaran, Withen, and Penkan.
With his run in behind. Lovely ball.
The next
Fast
station
break,
is
Nakamura
Abbey Road.
Bring it in behind Thailand's defence. Singapore's two best opportunities coming on those transitions.
Cameron's penalty save in the first leg now really has an extra significance. Singapore from 3-0 down on aggregate are now only 2-3 down on aggregate. In possession with Nuradan Abdullah. Jacob Marler. Song Young. Time added on. The half-time whistle goes and a story
We will shortly be arriving at Abbey Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform
Anthony
edge.
Hudson's team with a 3-1 lead. Well, they sat back a little bit, but they've been punished by Harris Stewart. Rhys Roshan Rai, thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think Thailand were very good at that in that first half at all, and they were punished eventually. Singapore showing a lot of composure overall in their possession. Going to put Thailand under pressure and getting that breakthrough on the break, on the counter. So they've got something to hope for, something to build on in that second half. Fascinating to see how Thailand respond in second 45.
That Singaporean flag is still fluttering high with hope. It's the hope that kills you in football, though, isn't it? As Thailand come off to desultory high fives from the rest of their squad. They know they've got work to do, they've got improvement
This
to
is
do.
Abbey Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
First 45 minutes.
This is an intercity service to
With a couple of very
Penkan.
sharp saves, perhaps at fault for the goal. But nonetheless, it was a wonderful finish by Harris Stewart. In commentary, Rhys Roshan Rai said he had so much to do, and when we look at the replays, you'll see exactly that's what it was. But Stewart's goal separates the team. ASEAN Championship Hyundai Cup semi-final, second leg, half-time. Thailand 0, Singapore 1. Thailand lead 3-2 on aggregate.
Welcome on board this intercity service to Penkan, calling at Leeton, Mill Bridge, Grinmouth, Liscaran, Withen, and Penkan. The next station is Leeton.
god, if the next signal is right, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh my god, if this. Okay, thank goodness it's not.
We will shortly be arriving at Leeton. Change here for trains to Avonhill, Belmont Green, and Norrington. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Five coaches. We are sorry that the 1501 Intercity service to Hafley has been cancelled. This is due to a member of train crew being unavailable. We apologize for the disruption to your journey today.
This is Leeton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Change here for trains to Avonhill, Belmont Green, and Norrington.
Platform 4.
This is an intercity service to Pencarn.
Regional service to Belmont Green. Calling at Belmont Green only. This train is formed of 4 coaches. We are sorry that the Intercity service to Avonhill has been cancelled. This is due to a member
Welcome
of
on
train
board
crew
this
being
intercity
unavailable.
service
We
to
apologize for the
Pencarn,
disruption to
calling
your
at
journey today.
Millbridge, Brynmouth, Liscarron, Gwithin, and Pencarn.
We are sorry that
The next station is
Intercity
Millbridge.
service to
With the continuing situation in the Middle East,
ต็มที่อย่าไปกัด
Work it, work it. Yeah, scoop up, scoop up.
เจ้า
The camera's on you again. Yeah, scoop up, 6, 7, and dance.
ไปครับไปครับไปต่อครับไปต่อครับไปเต็มที่ครับ
โชว์หน่อย เรามาเชียร์ใครอยู่ในพักของเรา โชว์กล้องหน่อย ออกกล้องใหญ่เต้นหน่อยค่ะบอกแรงๆเลยคุณพี่บอกแรงๆเลย
ไปครับไปกันต่อครับไปกันต่อ
มาแล้ว ออกกล้องใหญ่ต้องเต้นนะคะ ต้องเต้นนะต้องเต้น
โอเคครับสุดท้ายนะครับ
ก็ได้
ขอบคุณทุกคนมากครับผม
ขอบคุณค่ะ
A very warm welcome back to the Rajamangala Stadium. We are in Bangkok, Thailand.
We will shortly be arriving at Millbridge. Change here for trains to
leading Thailand
Fair
by a goal
and
to nil, but trailing
Leeton.
3-2 on
Please mind
aggregate.
the gap between the
Goal
train
by Harry
and the
Stewart.
platform edge.
Right on the cusp of half-time, giving Singapore the hope. Anthony Hudson finds his team under pressure, really, for the first time in this tournament. Perfect in the groups. 3-1 road win in Singapore, but now trailing by a goal. They still have their nose in front. But Rhys Roshanai alongside myself, Des Corkill in the commentary box. It wasn't made easy for them. They didn't play well, and it's a deserved lead for Singapore.
It is. Singapore making the most of the opportunity. Their best chances happening on the transition, on the break. It was difficult.
This train is filled with 5 coaches.
They weren't, and it's kind of
This
surprising.
is
They looked a little bit
Millbridge.
sluggish
Please
in the
mind the gap
quality of their
between
ball
the train
possession,
and the
that is something that
platform
needs to
edge.
change in the
Change
second
here
half.
for
They
trains
continue to play this
Fair
way.
and Leeton.
It's looking likely that Singapore will get that
This is
equalizer
an
that they need.
intercity service to Penkan.
Chaipan Otam from Port is one of 2 changers. Kakana Kamyok, who plays for Wongtong United, both of whom are Bangkok clubs. Wongtong relegated last season, former champions. Here's on Mabud. Didn't have an awful lot to do in that first half. Singapore with Ilan Fandi leading the line, and Harry Stewart scoring his second international goal. He's the man who still plays his football in
Welcome on
Thailand.
board this intercity service to
And
Penkan.
believes there's the
Calling
sign in
at
the crowd.
Rimmouth, Liscaran,
Do
Whithen
Singapore
and
believe? Does
Penkan.
Gavin Lee believe? Does he
The next station
transfer
is
that to his
Rimmouth.
players? All will be revealed in the next 45 minutes, and maybe 30 beyond that. Asian Championship, Hyundai Cup. Semi-final, second leg, Thailand in all blue, going right to left. They hold a 1-goal lead in the aggregate. Ryan Stewart takes a knock immediately from the kick-off. So Patrick Gustafsson is off. Kakana is on, and Warachit is off with Chayapon replacing him. Kakana, 7th international cap, a couple of goals for him. For Chayapon, just a 5th international cap. They have been regulars in this championship so far. No changes for Singapore.
Yeah, no need for Singapore to make any changes in personnel at the moment. Coming along nicely, halfway there.
Mind that there are no away goals in any form of competition these days. So a 2-0 win for Singapore, or a 3-1 win, or a 4-2, or a 5-3 will send us to extra time. Song Woo-young. Song's made a great run forward. Nakamura's ball to the back stick. Kept in by, oh no, not kept in by Farhan Zulkifli. Long throw attempt for Harris Stewart. He'll hope it's a bit more successful than his first attempt in the first half. It is, it's towards Ilan. Vardy did well. And Monchai follows up, edge of the box. Nakamura blocked by Picha Autra. So important, that block from Picha. And Tirasak scrambles it away. Kakana beaten to the punch by Haris Harun. High pressure from Singapore. Farhan down the line onto Ryan Stewart. Ryan looks to the far post. There's Song Woo-young, can't quite get there, but Adam can. Sexam involved in a wrestling match with Song Woo-young. Not Adam's cross. Manny Beer's clearance. High octane start by Singapore that ends with a foul by Song Woo-young.
Yeah, there was something going on there between Song and Sexan earlier. That's Song and Sarat going up for that header. It's the stray left arm of Song. Another lock at this important block coming in by Picha Utra. Well, nicely for Nakamura to take that hit first time.
Song comes just to make sure the experienced Sarat Yuyan is okay. Gives me a chance to run you through the teams. Thailand, Kampon in goal, Narubadim, Panza Hembiboom, Manny Beer and Wanchai across the back. Chayapon, Sarat Yuyan and Picha Autra in midfield. Kakana and Sexam kind of in the false 9 positions, with Tirasak leading the line. Singapore is on Mabud in goal. Ryan Stewart, Haris Harun, Jacob Marler, Adam Abdullah along the back. Shah Shahiran, Kyoga Nakamura, Song Woo-young in midfield, Harris Stewart wide right, Farhan Zulkifli wide left, with Dylan Fandi leading the line. Now then, the break is on. Song Woo-young this time will pick up a yellow card.
This train is full.
Cynical foul by the Korean-born naturalised player who's another the line City Sailor contingent.
We are sorry about that.
And it's Chayapon who's just got that little extra pace.
I just wanted to do too much with the ball there, Song Woo-young. Got himself, played himself into a bit of trouble.
This is Brynmouth.
Didn't find an option to release.
This is an intercity service
just overhit that touch,
Pencar.
which allowed Chayapon to step in. Bit of a desperation challenge from Song Woo-young.
Just back from a suspension. Sarat Yuyan orchestrating things for Thailand. High line by Singapore. Song takes the innocent look.
Welcome on board this intercity service to Penkan, calling at Liscaran, Witham and Penkan.
Sarat looks for
The next station is Liscaran.
To the penalty area, Chayapon. Tirasak was lurking. Acrobatically done. Shah Shahiram. Excellent work by Shah. And effective. Kakana does well. Shah close to Picha. Just caught there by Kyoga Nakamura. It's a gripping game now.
Yeah, it is. I think it was really important for the contest that Singapore scored first. The neutrals like us keeps it alive, keeps it entertaining. Kick on the ankle of Picha Utra by Nakamura.
Then a high line. Trying to stay on the edge of the penalty area from this angle. It's a difficult one for the defenders to keep their discipline and a lot of space behind them. Salah Yuyan plays it in. Song does well. Ooh, a little bit short. Song, is in danger here. Song Wei-yong. If the referee considers that that is a second yellow, but he's not going to his pocket at the moment. He's going to have a word. He's going to have a word with Song. Rhys Roshan-Rai before the verdict from the referee. Your thoughts?
Very risky. He's taking a huge risk here, Song Wei-yong. He could have gotten himself sent off. Well, in fact, he was sent off against Indonesia before it was reversed for a second yellow card. And I think the referee is trying to just take the lenient approach here, where he's just having a chat with Song. But he was well beaten. I don't think there's going to be any further action. I think, looking at that, if he's not already on a yellow, he's booked. And if that's the case, that should be another yellow. And that's why Salah is making that gesture to the referee, which he shouldn't be doing, by the way. But that's why he's making that appeal. Lucky. Quite fortunate to get away with that one. He's well laid. It's cynical. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Sarat is there. Could be an important moment in this match. Six blue shirts in and around the penalty area. Third free kick in quick succession coming for Thailand. They have aerial power. Manny Beer's a big man. Wonchai is good in the air. Sexam also useful. Kanza Hembiboom, biggest of the lot. Salah Yuyan. So much contact in and around the penalty area. Yellow card for Haris Harun. Something before the free kick had been delivered.
There's a lot of holding there. He's holding Banza. There you go. He's holding on to it. It's a hug from Harris on Banza. That's why he's been booked.
Free kick comes in.
We will shortly be arriving at Liscaran.
Can try to win it back. Does well. Gets the better from Brian Stewart. And it comes to the back post and scuffs off Sexam. And Singapore survive.
Well, once again, it's Raihan who gets bullied off the ball. From Wonchai, by Wonchai rather. Look at this. Good strength from Wonchai. And that's a great ball. He just couldn't quite get it under control. He's normally reliable in those situations. Sexan, I think he maybe didn't quite expect it to go over the head of Shah Shahiran. They have to be ready. That's a bit of a warning for Singapore.
Scored the third goal in Singapore. Which gave them a 3-0 aggregate lead.
This is Liscaran.
Reduced to just a single
This
goal
is an intercity service to Penkan.
Whether that was a shot or a pass or... I don't know. Little applauds nonetheless. Just how to play. Oh, that was nearly sensational. Sexam, he's some player, this boy. Sexam.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he's so versatile. He can play out on the flanks, he can play in a deeper midfield role, he can go box to box, he can play in an attacking role. It's wonderful quality.
Welcome on board this intercity service to Penkan, calling at Gwithan and Penkan. The next station is Gwithan.
Bang it upfield and for Hansul Kifli. Chance to run at Wonchai. It's held up in the water in the deep end. Still not cleared from this side of the pitch, the water. Harris Stewart to Shah Shahiran. this
we will
second half.
shortly be arriving at Gwydden.
I was just going to ask for a summary so far, but Farhan sneaks clear. Rayhan once again. 4 in the penalty area, one of whom is Ilham, but that's over everybody.
Always going to favour the goalkeeper. Those types of deliveries into the box. A lot of time in the air, too much elevation.
The personnel changes for Thailand made a difference, Rhys Roshan.
Yeah, a bit more of a balanced start to this second half. I think Thailand seeing a bit more possession and that opportunity which they created would look to be a clear-cut one if Sengsan could have taken it down. Kiba Nakamura having a couple of kicks at that. Chayapon with the ball in between his legs.
This is Gwydden. This is an intercity service to Penkan.
I like this referee. I like the leniency. I mean, that ball is there to be won, and he's got the ball.
You see referees at times, by the way, give that as obstruction because he's holding onto the ball and not really moving with it. But on this occasion, it's gone against Singapore.
This tournament, 1 or 2 worried thoughts for Anthony Hudson.
Welcome on board this intercity service to Penkan, calling at Penkan only. The next station is Penkan, where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
Extensive CV. Balanced for the neutral. Singapore scoring first was just what they wanted. Oh, lovely turn. Sengsan, languid, and the break is on. Down this left-hand side, this is a big chance. One time, taken down for a penalty. A thrilling fast break by Thailand. Thailand.
We will shortly be arriving at Penkan, where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
Thank you.